Now playing the Hook and Bridge podcast.
I fucking love Kesha. I'm telling you, I'm the worst person to have a podcast. I can barely speak.
Oh my god, I love this!
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Hook and Bridge podcast. I am your host, Taylor, joined by my co-host, McKenna. Would you like to say hello, McKenna?
Yes, hello.
So
I'm
the show,
here.
I'm so excited. It's just gonna be a little girly chat. This show is a little different. Harley can bleep this part out if it's not supposed to be announced yet. But Harley and Lindsey welcomed their beautiful baby boy into the world. So this comes out on Monday. I don't know, he was born on Saturday, question mark?
The
Right?
20th.
Was the 20th Saturday? No, it wasn't. The 20th was Friday. Already messed up his birthday. Anyway, so they're resting. So Harley and Lindsey are unable to join, but we still wanted to be able to give you guys a show today. So we have the lovely McKenna. Would you rather me call you Kenna?
You can call me Kenna.
Okay. Did you see your name on... Can you see your name?
Yes.
And how Harley just did the phonics?
Yes, that's my name in his phone.
He told me, and I think that's really funny. I was cracking up. I was like, McKenna? Love that.
Oh, yes.
Alrighty. So, I guess I can just... We'll talk it through while we're doing it. So,
yeah, cool.
In the beginning, we like to talk about our day and like anything crazy that happened during the week. So how has your day been, McKenna?
My day has been so good. I actually finished making concert outfits with my friend today for a concert we're going to in 10 days.
Ooh, that's
that was very
exciting.
exciting. Yes.
Are you going to the Sabrina Carpenter one?
I am.
You lucky duck.
I am. I'm so excited. I got my outfit for that in the mail too the other day.
I think I watched it on your story. Was it the blue dress?
Mm-hmm. I posted that on my story?
Yeah.
Ah, love. Yes.
Were you not supposed to? I guess it's definitely on there.
No, I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. How was your day?
Really good. I worked a 10-hour shift at Bath & Body Works.
Oh, that's such a fun place to work.
It is a great place to work. I love the job, but also 10 hours with the public, I'm good. Like, after today, I was so tired.
From, like, how smelly it is?
Not that, but the lights give me a headache. Because I'm, like, only the cashier. I mean, I do other things sometimes, but just the lights around where the cashiers are, I don't know, something about them don't sit right.
Interesting. Cool.
Yeah, but we actually had, I guess also for those of you listening, Harley is watching our show as we're doing this to make sure that we don't mess anything up. So this story is for you and Harley because I had 2 teenage boys come in today. And I had to work until 7. So this was like around 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
They come in and they had their girlfriends. I mean, like, they were sophomores in high school, like fresh teenage kids. And so they came in and this kid went to, I'm assuming, buy his girlfriend things. So I said, oh, like, are you a rewards member? And he went, no, but as often as I shop here, I should be. And I said, well, yeah, like, if you're shopping here a lot, for those of you listening, if you shop at Bath & Body Works a lot, every time you spend $1, you get 10 points. Every 1,000 points, you get a free reward. So get the app.
Love.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And it's so easy to spend, because 1,000 points is only $100. Like, it's so easy to do that.
Oh, that's so easy in that
store?
So
easy. Yeah. So I was telling him about this, and he goes, well, how much does it cost? And I said, for what? And he said, to, like, sign up today. I said, brother, it's free. What do you mean, how much does it cost? And he said, oh, like, what do I have to do for it? And I said, at the end, like, I'll take your name and email. And he said, okay. So at the very end, I said, all right, like, what's your name? And he said, Joe. And his friend was there.
Mm-hmm.
And I just had a feeling. I said, listen, man, I'm going to ask for your last name. And if you say Mama, someone else is going to have to take you at another register because I have been here too long to laugh at that.
Oh my God.
Like, any other time. No, so he started laughing. He said, no, that's not my last name. And he said, my name actually is Joe. And, like, my last name is Phillips. I said, okay. So then I put Phillips in there. I said, all right, I got it in there. He said, well, did you spell it right? And I said,
Like Fill?
I said, what do you mean? I said, how you normally spell Phillips, right? And Harley just put in the chat. You can't see the chat, but he put in there Phil-ups. Like as two.
Funny.
I said, yeah, how you like normally spell Phillips, right? And he said, well, how do you normally spell it? I said, Phi, and then I went to, he said, oh, okay, it's right. I said, dude, did you think I was going to spell it with an F? Like, there's no way that you legitimately
That
thought
is
that.
so funny.
Like, and it was, again, 5 o'clock in the evening, and I was like, I can't, I'm happy he was signed up, but I was like, I can't. He also did not know his phone number.
What?
He did not know his email address.
How do you not know your phone number?
I know. His friend had to tell him what their zip code was.
Oh my god.
I was like, after that, I was like, man, I gotta go home.
We're done. We're done.
We're done for the day. Yeah, no, I was cracking up at that. Because I was like, if he
so
really
funny.
says Joe Mama, I might scream. And any other time I would have laughed. I would have been like, that's actually so funny.
Yeah.
But 5 o'clock, after I had been there since 10, I was like, this is no longer funny.
10 a.m.?
Yes. I was there from 10 to 7 today. Yeah.
So fun.
It was a lot. My dogs hurt.
Yeah.
It was rough. There's no seats in that place.
That.
It's rough. So, anyways.
Yeah.
Harley said he's literally dying about Joe Mama.
That is so funny. Do you think people actually put in fake names like that? Or do you accept fake names?
So I haven't like had to deal with any fake names. There have been names that I've seen really, especially with our like online orders that we have to fill.
Mm-hmm.
So there's names that seem really crazy, but then they come in and show their ID and it's legitimately their names.
That is so like, interesting.
Oh. Yeah, I'm like, that's an unfortunate name to have. Like, I'm really sorry about that.
Yeah.
Someone did come in and say that she worked at Starbucks and that people like do that. Well, they'll put in like a funny fake name.
Oh yeah, I've totally
for
done
it.
that.
Yeah. But no, I haven't come across anything like that. But it's also like middle-aged women that really work or
that's true
shop there. So
that is true.
Yeah, so they're not really doing anything funny.
Yeah.
But let's see. How about you? What have you been doing these days? I feel like we never chat.
These days,
Yeah.
I don't really do anything. I go to school and I go to my job.
What do you do?
I am a gymnastics coach.
That's exciting.
At a gymnastics gym, and I get to teach all the little babies.
That's
so they
so
range
cute.
from like 2 years old is my youngest to I have a class of like 10 and 11-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so fun to watch them come in their little tutus and leotards.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Oh, yes, it's so fun.
That's so cute. And I also love at that age, like 2-year-olds are so clumsy. Like I feel like between 1 and 4, kids just have like no idea how to do things.
Yep.
So I feel like watching them would be fantastic.
To try to teach them how to do like simple skills, like jumping is hilarious.
It's so funny.
Because some kids don't know how to jump. And how do you explain how to jump?
How to jump. You literally just have to show them.
You just jump. Like,
yeah.
How do you even teach that?
Yeah. Like, you don't, what do you mean you don't know how to just like jump? Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
everything has to be taught.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like even really, well, I guess some babies do just walk, but I feel like with walking too.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That you just have to show them. I know I watch a lot of like new parents on like YouTube and Instagram and stuff. And they talk about how they didn't think they would have to teach their baby how to crawl. Like they just assumed the baby would start crawling. Yeah. But there's a lot of babies where they're like, oh, we should mimic how to do this. Like the baby just doesn't grasp it.
Yeah. That's so interesting.
Yeah.
I'm also in a child psychology class right now, and
really
we're learning about like the really baby stage right now and how everything matters in your development.
Everything does, yeah.
And I just finished writing a paper on a study that they did about how mothers and fathers read books to their children differently and like how it helps the kid develop down to like 4 months old. And I think that stuff like that is so interesting that everything has to be taught.
That's so sad for our sweet baby nephew because Harley can't read. That is
one of the like contributing factors in this paper was that the father's educational status mattered and how their kid listened to them and like trusted
Oh,
what they
no.
read. And I thought that was so interesting. I was like, that is made up. That is not real. And then
There's
I
no
scrolled
way.
down. There was a bulleted list of reasons why it mattered if the dad
Really?
had like a college degree or something.
That's insane. I
It
will
was
say,
so interesting.
I know I dissed Harley, but he genuinely is one of the smartest people I know.
No, yes. we
Like,
love
that's
him.
crazy to think about. Like, if I have an issue, I mean, obviously, like, depending on the problem, but, like, I'm gonna go to him about it. So, I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, he knows what to do.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. He's
Love
my bestie.
siblings.
Ugh, I love him so much.
Do you like being a younger sibling?
Oh, yeah. I'm such a brat. Like, I really am. I was actually talking to my boyfriend about this, about just, like, how terrible of a kid I was. And I mean, because Harley and I ended up not being close until we were, I think I was, like, 10 or 11.
Yeah.
When I started to be, like, okay to hang out with.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're just, like, ride or die now. Like, we're in it, you know?
That is so sweet.
Which is so, it's, like, so crazy to think about because I've witnessed siblings who, like, cannot stand each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I couldn't imagine. Like, anytime I witness it, I'm like, hey, buddy, like, just so you know, I love you. Like, I gotta send him that text because I'm like, that's crazy.
That is so sweet.
He just put in the chat, he said, you are my best buddy. Thanks, bud. No, I do. I love siblings. I think it's such a cool bond to have. You know what I mean?
It is.
Oh, he wants me to read the rest. I was ignoring them.
No, read it.
Okay, so let's see. He said that it's my bath, my body, my choice. Which is really funny.
Mm-hmm.
I want to bring that up as a slogan for them. I think they should have
that. That is so funny.
It's so funny. He said most babies are dumb. Not mine though.
No, he's perfect.
He is so perfect. He's so cute. He said that I'm crazy and that he is dumb. Harley, not the baby. I feel like I should specify that. Yeah, no, I'm so excited. I'll be down there. I think my mom and I are coming down in a couple weeks.
I am so excited for you to move here.
I can't wait.
I cannot express to you enough. I'm so excited.
I'm so stoked. I'm like
a new BFF.
I'm literally. I'm like, we're gonna hang out all the time.
Yes.
You can come out, hang out with me and the baby.
Yes.
You know,
that'll be so fun.
We have to keep him alive.
Well, yes.
So, yeah. So there's that. Mm-hmm. No, I'm so stoked. Like, I was thinking about it earlier today, and I'm like, oh, that's gonna be like such a fun new little chapter.
Yeah.
Like, I can't wait. And then after, like, I'm gonna be moving to Florida, and that's also gonna be such a fun chapter. Mm-hmm.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, I'll be moving in July.
Oh, love that.
Like, end of June, July. Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, that's so exciting.
So literally my boyfriend's birthday present, because his birthday is in July, is going to be me moving down there. Like, that's what I've decided.
Oh, I love it.
So, but I can't wait.
I love it.
Yeah. Alrighty. I guess we should move into the music news segment. Oh, I don't want to. I want to avoid it at all costs.
No, let's go.
All right, let's see. So we have a list. Oh, hello. Maybe we don't. Okay. Katy Perry's new album.
Mm-hmm.
We can discuss that first. I'm not even going to look it up. We're just going to talk about it. Oh, I don't know. Now I have to look it up. Stand by. Can you still see me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. I think it's like women or woman or something. Oh, is it not? I thought it would just pop up. That's crazy. Katy. Oh no, that's the song. Woman's World is the song.
Okay.
Is it called 143?
Oh yes, it is. It was a number because I heard her say that on the VMAs. Which I will say. No, I don't know why.
Okay.
But her VMAs performance was incredible.
Was it really?
Yes, it was. Did you watch the VMAs?
I did not. I haven't gotten a chance. I did
not think it was very good because it was an award show and they only presented like 2 awards.
Oh.
And like Artist of the Year was one of them.
Yeah.
And they just like sped right past it. Like just announced it and kept going.
Did Taylor Swift win that?
Yes, she did.
Okay, I thought so. I thought that was one of them. Love it.
But I thought that was very odd that they weren't presenting very many.
Yeah. Was it just performances then?
It was mostly performances. Katy Perry performed and Sabrina Carpenter performed, and her performance was incredible.
Yes, incredible. How was Eminem's performance?
Eminem, I don't think I saw him because I think he opened the show and I got home late.
Okay.
And didn't go back. But, I mean, must have been good.
It was great.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what song Katie did?
She did. Well, she won an award. Oh no, it was like a big award. Like
Yeah,
it had a special name.
It was for her 2014 album, I think, or something. It was from an album like 10 years ago.
She won.
I know
Yeah,
that.
there was some kind of like monumental big
Yeah.
award.
I'll look
And
it up.
so before they announced and gave her the award, she did like it was like an 8-minute long performance of a mashup of all of her hits. So she sang like
Okay.
she sang I Kissed a Girl, she sang Dark Horse, she sang I don't remember what the other ones were, but it was so interesting in the way that the stage was set up and the costume changes, and it was very interesting.
Oh, I'm
And I
gonna
thought it
have
was
to
so
watch
sweet
it.
because Orlando Bloom, her husband, gave her the award and announced her, and I thought that was very
Aw,
adorable.
that's so cute.
Mhm.
I think. Oh, this one was. It says the Michael Jackson video Vanguard
Yes,
Award.
Video Vanguard. Vanguard.
Okay.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was for her 2014 album.
That is so interesting.
Question mark? No, sorry, 2013. It was for Roar? I don't know.
Oh, that was
Anyways,
like a single. Yeah. Anyhow.
Harley says check the chat. He is having us do too much stuff.
There are
I'll look
53
stuff up.
messages in the chat.
He said that he was. Oh, okay. Katy Perry's new album, Billboard says, voted best new music of the week. All right, we have to talk about it.
Okay. Have you listened to it?
Nope. I listened
me
to
neither.
the one song that came out that was the
Mhm.
Woman's World or Women's World or something.
Mhm.
Terrible.
Did you like it?
Awful.
Oh,
No.
okay.
It's so bad.
Cool.
Unless if you love it, that's great.
Well, I haven't listened to it.
I think it's very AI. And I think that's my
Hmm.
problem. Even when she is singing it, I feel like she sounds very robotic.
Interesting.
And I'm
Okay.
not a fan. And granted, I've just listened to snippets that she's like posted. Like I
Mhm.
haven't listened to the whole thing.
Yeah, me
But the
either.
snippets that I listen to, I'm like, oh, this kind of sucks. Like a lot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just don't think I'm gonna
It
be a
feels
fan.
I do have this theory, I think, and maybe it could apply to her, but I feel like every writer of like books or songwriters, or I feel like everybody has like a word count. Like they hit
Mhm.
their word limit. So I feel like she's had all of her hits and
Yeah.
done so many good things. And some of her music is so good and it's still like
Yeah.
it's timeless. It's still just as good as it
Yeah.
was back then. But like sometimes like now it feels like it's kind of
Yeah. No,
not as
I
great.
agree. And I feel like because Rihanna hasn't come
Mhm.
out with new music. I mean, she's been saying that she's gonna, well, she hasn't. Everyone else has. But she's
Yes.
just kind of been like avoiding it. And I
Yep.
think what you said is good. And I feel like she's done it right that she knows. Not saying if Rihanna comes out with another Rihanna, I don't know.
I think it's
Anyways, if she comes out with an album, it might be a hit and that'll be fantastic.
that's true, yeah.
But also, like, she's had her hits. She has had her time, and it was a wonderful time.
She knew her
So
limit.
exactly. So she might have hit her limit and been like, I'm not going to be able to top what I've already
Yeah.
done. Let me start doing fashion makeup and all these other things. Like, let me make
Yes.
another name for myself.
And
which
killing
was
it in the
Fenty.
makeup game. Yes.
Killing it. She's doing so good.
Yeah.
The
you're
makeup
so
game,
right.
her like lingerie or like underwear line and everything. Like, she's doing so many awesome things.
Yeah.
So why doesn't Katy Perry do that? Because I'm sorry.
Exactly.
She didn't have a new album for so long, and then she comes out and like it kind of sucks.
Like I feel like Selena Gomez too. Like she used to make music and she had some
Yeah.
really good hits.
She
And
had
now
great hits.
she's acting and makeup and
Yeah.
is still killing it. Like she got nominated
Exactly.
for an Emmy.
I will say I don't like her new music that's come out either. She
Okay.
had
She has new music that came out.
so I'm pretty sure that it's her. Again, work at Bath and Body Works, so that's all we play is like fun pop things.
Yes.
I think she has a new song called Single Soon or something like that.
Oh yes, I did hear about that. That was like
Yeah.
last year though.
Yeah.
Was it not?
I think so. To me, that's
Okay.
like her new, like that's I think the most
Okay.
recent thing that's come out. But I just like it's fine.
Mhm.
It's okay. It's something that I will only hear on the radio. Like, I'm not going to download it to Spotify.
Yep.
And so, like, if it's on the radio, I guess I'll listen to it.
Yeah,
But
I
other
learned the
than
other
that-
day that I have never voluntarily listened to Bye 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 by NSYNC, and it came
Oh,
on the
no.
radio the other day, and I knew every single word
Yeah, I
just
think
from
it's
hearing it on the radio so often.
yeah,
So
it's just ingrained. It's kind of like when you just know Mr. Brightside, I think that's what it is,
Yep.
by the Killers. Like you
Mhm.
like we're just ingrained
everybody
to know
just
that.
knows that song.
Yeah, you just know that song. I think it's one of
Mhm.
those things.
Yeah.
That and what's another one? Oh my gosh, I was just singing it and now I can't remember. By the Backstreet Boys. I can't remember. Oh, I Want It That Way.
Yes.
Like somehow I don't have
The
that downloaded
intro
anywhere.
verse to that song,
So
the
good.
second it comes on,
Yeah.
everybody.
I was just like singing terrible music before you got here just to like
That's so
do
funny.
it. And I knew like all the way up until the
Yeah.
first chorus. And I was like, where'd that come from? That's insane.
Where does it come from?
Literally.
Because you don't do it you don't listen
Yeah,
voluntarily
no.
or learn it voluntarily. You just know it.
Harley said do it or it didn't happen. Oh, I'm not gonna do it now. Sorry, bud.
Ooh.
He was there. He had his fun. Okay, so Katy Perry's new album. Doja Cat responds to Joseph Quinn engagement rumors after flashing a ring at iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Joseph Quinn is the one from Stranger Things, yes?
My heart says yes, but I'm not actually sure.
Okay. I think he is.
I also think he is. That sounds familiar. Joseph. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, love. Okay.
You look so goofy without facial hair. Have you seen it? Hang on. I don't know if
No.
you can see it.
Oh.
Oh, I don't like that.
Okay.
He also looks goofy with facial hair, but
That's true.
let's see what this is about. They went public with their romance in August.
Him and Doja Cat?
Yes.
Interesting.
Let's see what else. Okay, so she flashed it during a performance. She says that she's not engaged. It's a David Yurman ring with no rocks in it.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. Buddy, that was not a great headline. That's kind of all that was with it. I don't know. Let's see. What's another one? He said he's being a good producer. You're being a great producer, bud. Okay, here's one. Lizzo addresses Ozempic allegations.
I love Lizzo.
Really? Okay.
I don't even know what you're about to say, but I think she's hilarious.
I think she's really funny, but after everything came out with how she treated her dancers,
I did see that.
I kind of lost I lost so much respect that any song of hers I had on Spotify I deleted because I was
Wow.
like, yeah.
See, I'm not a listener of her music.
Yeah.
I know her popular songs. I just think that the videos I used to see of her on TikTok and stuff.
They're so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll give you that. Like, they're definitely really funny. It was just like after that, and usually I don't get that way with things. I'm like, I don't really care what people do. If your music is a bop, it's a bop. But like after reading that, I was like, I just don't know if I can like be okay with listening to her stuff now. Well, let's see. She responds to it. Okay, so I guess she went through a transformation and she lost a lot of weight.
I haven't seen her recently. Is there a picture?
Yeah, let me see if I can pull up a before and after for you.
I have seen videos of her working out a lot, though. That feels like what more of her content has become.
Mm-hmm. Lost before.
But I don't know about Ozempic.
I feel like, here's my thing. I think we should just stop talking about people's weight.
Me too.
When it comes to stars, because
Me too. How about everybody?
Yeah, literally everybody. I just don't think you should mention it because our girl Selena Gomez has lupus.
Yes.
And the amount of times that she has had to come out and say something.
Yes.
Because she has lost a lot of weight or gained a lot of weight from having to be on her literal medication to keep her alive. Well, I guess not keep her alive, but like keep her doing good
Yes.
is insane. And the fact that people are just like, you're on Ozempic, you're eating too much, live your own life, man. Like there's like, why? Oh, she looks so good.
Lizzo?
Yeah, let me see.
Does she look really different? Oh. No, she does look really good.
She looks healthy. Like really healthy.
Yes.
And it definitely doesn't look Ozempic. I feel like if it was Ozempic, it would be more like, I don't even know. Like, I hate saying, I don't want to say like more skinny, but I feel like there would be more like, what are the
Well, it's
words
like
I'm looking
fake
for?
because Ozempic makes people lose weight in different places than like working out and eating right does.
Exactly. Yeah. It looks like
So,
she's just been
you're totally
working
right.
out
Like
and
I feel like
eating.
you could tell.
Yeah, you'd be able to tell. No, it looks like
I
she's
feel
just
like
been
your
taking
face
care of
looks
herself.
brighter.
Yeah.
If you're taking care of yourself rather than
Yeah, it looks
an
brighter,
alternative
clear.
methods. Yes.
She looks happier.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, definitely don't think it's Ozempic. It says that she cut out fried foods, processed food, and sugar, and she has been working out at least 3 times a week.
Wow.
So,
I mean,
you
good
know
for
what?
her.
Yeah. Harley said I blame it on the juice. Because her song.
Green juice.
Green juice. Oh my gosh, have you ever had it?
No.
Oh, me either.
I tried when I was in London and I did not like it.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay. I just can't. I tried the last time I was in Florida, my boyfriend and I got these little like, they weren't even detox shots. I was feeling under the weather, so he made me get like the little immune shots that you can get at
Is it like
Target.
ginger or something?
Yeah. And we did those one morning. Well, he did one that was for like energy or something, and we did those. And I'm like, I'm just not a shot girl. I think I've decided this. Alcohol, juice, I can't do it. Like, I'm good.
I mean, real.
Harley said, let me be fat and eat my pizza.
Real.
Kenny Chesney donated more than $1 million to Massachusetts charities before his Gillette Stadium show.
Gillette.
Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
can't read. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at that. I don't know what that has to do with anything.
No. Love Kenny Chesney too.
Oh, he is my husband in another world.
Yes.
I've been in love with him since I was 3. He's such a good guy. Kenny. Oh, I can't spell. From the time I was 3, knew every word to, I had this, I can't remember the CD now, but I had a little CD and like a CD player that I would just walk around all the time with my little headphones on. And it was his CD is the only one I would listen to. So from 3, I knew every word to every song. Love that man. I can't find what he is talking about though. Donates money. I don't understand. Oh, okay. So I guess it's just. Oh, so he did it. Yeah. All right. So he donated to different charities in Massachusetts before his show.
Is Gillette Stadium in Massachusetts?
I am assuming so. It doesn't.
I think it is.
Say that. But like,
was
I
it
would assume
just
so.
just because?
Yeah. Just to give back. Like he was just doing it to do it.
Love that. Love him.
Oh, what a guy.
See, and those are the types of celebrities I feel like we need more of.
I agree.
He's just so down to earth.
You know who else does that is John Bon Jovi.
Yes.
That he'll just donate and do things for people. There was actually, I don't know, I can't believe that he didn't put this on the thing. This was big on the news outlets that, sorry, Harley said total zaddy. Sorry, I'm like too much going on in the chat.
No, update the chat. We're up to 69 messages.
We gotta keep going. When I was talking about the shots, he said your baby needs shots, and then he said sick, line them up. Because I'm actually just gonna send you this picture that I sent Lindsey when I think the day the baby was born. Ironically, I didn't mean to. Like, I didn't know he was going to be
I'm so
born that
excited.
day. Let me see. Oh, it's so funny. But anyway, so I won't speak too much on the subject because it's definitely kind of sensitive, but John Bon Jovi was just hanging out. Like, I don't know if he was driving or what, but there was a woman who was about to commit suicide. On
I
like
saw
the side,
this.
yeah, on the side of a
I
bridge.
did see this.
And he fully talked her out of it and was like, "Girl, what are you doing?"
Yes, I did see that. That was
Yeah. And he just, because he's a good person, did it. I mean, I would hope that a majority of people would try to talk someone out of that.
Well,
But
yes.
that the fact that he took the time to stop whatever he was doing and talk to this woman. And what's even better is, I don't know if you saw this part, but he wouldn't speak on the subject. When he tried to be interviewed for it, like someone, a news station tried to interview him, and he was like, "Hey, that's not my story to tell. Like, it's not anyone else's business except her business. Like, I didn't do this for clout. Like, I did this
That's
for her
incredible.
safety." Absolutely incredible. He was like, "I don't need the recognition for that."
But he deserves
Yeah,
it
but
because
he
that's so
deserves it.
good.
And that's, I can't remember the exact statement he put out, but that was a statement that they put on the news, is that, like, he was like,
Wow.
"I'm not talking about that subject."
Applause.
So,
all around.
applause. What a guy. Alrighty, let's see what
What a
else we got.
Your picture did not send yet.
What? Are you sure? I sent it on Instagram.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, I don't get notifications for Instagram, so
I should have specified that.
Let's see.
It's so funny.
That's so funny.
Pour up, it's his birthday.
It's his birthday.
Alrighty. I think we touched a majority.
No, there's other exciting news.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah. I just meant what he wanted us to touch on.
Oh, okay.
I've gone too far. Now I was asking the audience members of Lindsey's family and him on what they wanted to hear me sing. It was not good.
Cool.
I just need to, like, it was just me funny, like, scream singing into the microphone.
No, I love it.
He said, oh, I forgot to touch on this. It says Chapel Roan's sad ? Because she was diagnosed with depression during one of her shows.
During one of her shows?
I think so, like during tour.
Wow.
Let me see.
My friend and I were talking a lot about her earlier.
Really?
Just,
Are
like,
you a fan?
on a tangent.
Are you a fan?
I am a fan of her music.
Okay.
I'm still unsure of opinions on her as a person.
I have not heard anything about her. I've heard Hot to Go because it was on the radio.
Oh, yes.
And that's it. So I haven't even, like, looked into it.
I do. My sister is a huge fan of her. And I
that
really
makes a
do
lot of
think,
sense.
Yeah. I really
In the
do
best
think
way.
she has some great songs, and she's a really good songwriter.
Oh, yeah,
So I will
yeah.
give her credit for that. And a great, great, great live vocalist. But I feel like some of her real life decisions leave me questioning.
Really? What decisions?
Well, there was a big, I don't know if you saw this on it was actually the VMAs, on the VMAs red carpet when she went to take pictures and she snapped back at one of the paparazzi people that was, like, yelling at her. Did you see anything about this?
No.
Okay. So, this is good. So there's been some controversy because apparently, and this is what my friend and I were talking about earlier, because we were like, she has really good music, but she also did a big thing on TikTok where she was like, there needs to be boundaries between artist and fan, which totally, yes,
absolutely.
say that, speak up. But, and she was like, I'm trying to figure out what to hit on. It was basically like, don't come up to me in public if, I'm just living life. Like, there's a difference between performing in real life.
Yeah.
And following my family around and following me home and stalking me. Like, that's far. But, like, we can have fun at a concert. So, which, yes, makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
But then when she was on the red carpet and snapped back at one of the paparazzi, she was like, they can't be yelling at me like that. That's their job.
Yeah, that's definitely
And
their
if you're
job.
walking on a red carpet at an award show,
Yeah.
I feel like that's what they're there to do. They're there to
Yeah.
take pictures of you.
They're there to yell at you, to get your attention, to take your picture.
Exactly.
Do you want them to whisper, please?
Exactly. That's what it
Yeah.
seemed like. And there was some controversy because apparently one of the photographers said something rude to her.
Yeah.
But when we were watching the video earlier and talking about it, it didn't even sound like he was directing that statement at her.
Oh, what did he say?
He said, like, you shut the bleep up. But she was turned around facing the backdrop, like talking to whoever was helping with her dress, not talking, not saying anything. So why are they telling her to be quiet? And she like turned around and snapped at him and said, "No, like you," and repeated what he said.
I also and I understand, like, obviously don't stalk people, don't follow them home, and especially like don't be around their family and stuff. Like, I think unless it'd be different, because I know like with AJR, whenever they were at concerts, that his dad or their dad, sorry, not his dad, but like their dad would always be at the shows and like interacting with fans, and that's really great. But like obviously the family didn't ask for like that type of success and everything. However, if you're just in public, and I get being respectful about it, but I feel like if a fan comes up to you and they're like, "Oh, hey, like I'm a huge fan of yours," like take the time to have the 30-second conversation.
Yes, like
you're famous because
or they
of
come up
the
and ask for an
fans.
autograph. And that's what we were talking about, because my friend Sarah is her name, was telling me that she did an interview where she said that she didn't want to win a Grammy. And I was like, okay, that's maybe applaudable because that shows that she's like in the music industry because she wants to make music and not because she's looking for like fame or clout or all of this. But also, don't you want goals to like reach for? And I feel like a Grammy is the highest point. Like you get nominated for a Grammy, that's incredible for your career.
Yeah, and you can still be in it for the music, but like also get that recognition.
Yes. So that's what I mean. Like I don't totally dislike her. I feel questionable.
It's just certain things. I think maybe because I know that you're a huge fan of Taylor Swift, and like we're both a huge fan of Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh yes.
And I think it's one of those things that they grew up in the spotlight. Like they are mature in this, but you know, like Sabrina Carpenter was, for those of you listening, I didn't know this, but apparently a lot of people don't know, she is an actor or an actress. She was doing that before music. Like she has been in a lot of things. And obviously like Taylor Swift has been doing things since she was what, 13, 14. So I think that they're very mature in the spotlight. I think maybe Chapel Roan isn't. And it might just be one of those things that she's still trying to find her ground. And maybe even with making the statements that she's making and the decisions with the paparazzi, maybe she's trying to stand out in a sense and find her place.
That's the other thing I was going to say.
Yeah, but she's just not doing it. She's going too far. She's trying to make
be
a
such
statement.
a good person and trying to change how it's always been.
And and like she is just new.
Yep.
And it's not saying that you need to like play this game to be, and obviously if she was saying she doesn't want a Grammy or anything like that, but if you want to make it in that sense, like you do need to kind of play the game of the social ladder. Like not everything needs to be, not everything needs to be a teachable moment. Like you just need to relax a little. It's just, it's not that deep. And also recognize that you are there because of the fans. You're not there just because of you.
That too. There was another controversy. I don't know if you still want to talk about this.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
She canceled like a weekend of shows overseas to be at the VMAs. And everybody was questioning because, and I think she said that it was first like disguised it as something else, not saying like I'm not doing these shows because I'm going to an award show. It was like unforeseen circumstances or something, or other responsibilities, something along those lines, to go do VMAs rehearsals. And everybody was like, well, you're going to the VMAs because of the people that you were going to do a show for.
Yeah, that doesn't sit right with me.
And she just canceled them, like didn't even reschedule or anything, just like cancel, refund.
That's messed up.
And that is also, but like also And if she says she doesn't want fame, then why would you choose an award
Yeah,
show
why are
over
you choosing
shows?
the VMAs over performing for your fans?
Yes.
And I feel, one, don't lie to your fans.
Yes.
Don't do that. I know that AJR, we talked about this a long time ago, but Harley and Lindsey went to go to an AJR show. I think it was their show that they were going to.
Yes, I remember this.
Yes, and AJR fully canceled it and was
Mhm.
like, oh, XYZ happened. And then all the fans were like, no, your venue was too small. Like, be honest with us. Don't lie to us. It's that like transparency. Like, you don't need to lie about it. Life happens. Like, I think people would have more respect if she was like, hey guys, I was invited to do the VMAs and you guys are the reason I was invited to do this. I'm going to cancel these shows, and she should have rescheduled. That's insane that she didn't reschedule.
Yes.
But she should have been like, you know, I'm going to reschedule these shows. I'm really sorry for this, but I want to be able to do the VMAs in support of you guys.
Yes. I wonder if I can find exactly what she said.
Okay. Or just like not do the VMAs. Like, I personally would rather the performer not do the VMAs and me get to go see the show that I wanted to see.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
And then, but like lying about it just don't sit right with me. And granted, it might not have been her. She has a whole management team.
She said due to scheduling conflicts.
Oh, so I guess it wasn't a lie.
And she canceled shows in Paris and Amsterdam.
And she still didn't reschedule them.
No.
That's
she also
the part that doesn't sit
shows
right.
in Berlin, but it says that those were rescheduled, but I don't know why the other two weren't.
Oh, yeah. No, see, that doesn't sit right with me that they weren't rescheduled. And I guess the scheduling conflict, I understand that. But also, like...
It's a little bit better, but still. Like, especially if everybody's going to figure out where you were.
Yeah.
Then why wouldn't you just say it?
Yeah, just come out and say it. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like that. I do think that she is just trying to find her footing. And...
Yes, she also rose to fame really fast.
Really quickly, yes.
She opened for Olivia Rodrigo and, like, skyrocketed.
Yeah.
So I do hear that aspect.
And I also think too, because Olivia Rodrigo is another person that she was on Disney, wasn't she?
Yes, she was.
Okay. I also think that her music career rose very quickly, which is which is fine. And I feel indifferent about Olivia Rodrigo. I think I like her music, but it's also, like, to me, not out of this world. Like, I'll jam out. I have it on my Spotify, but I'm not blown away. You know what I mean? Like, it's a good listen. However, I think that in the beginning too, especially with everything between her and Sabrina Carpenter, like, that whole thing was really crazy. And I don't know all of the details, but I think that she might have blown a lot of things out of proportion because she was getting famous and she wanted that fame. And
especially since her first single went so viral so fast.
Exactly.
I've said this a lot because her first tour was impossible to get tickets for.
Yeah.
And we tried and they sold out in like seconds. And I feel like for a first tour,
that's insane.
That should not be the case. And then she's playing arenas on her second tour.
Yeah.
Feels outrageous.
Crazy.
Now I'm so happy I got to go. And I think she's an incredible performer live.
And I'm sure she is. Like, I've never been to a show. I'm sure she's a great performer live.
Yes, it was incredible.
But it's also like, if you look at her and Taylor Swift, like, the
timeline of it all, like, I don't think Taylor played arenas until
wasn't it her Eras tour when she started?
No, that's in stadiums. But yeah, that's her first stadium tour.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think. I think it was the Reputation tour when she started playing arenas. Yes. And that was like her 6th album.
That's my thing. It's like, and she's one of, I give Taylor Swift so much credit. One, for being an incredible businesswoman. Music aside, she is an absolute mastermind when it comes to business and advertisement.
That mastermind. Yes.
So there's that. And then also, like, she just did it right. You know what I mean? 100%. Like, she did it. And I think that hers, and I'm not saying that Chappell Roan, and I'm not saying that Olivia Rodrigo won't last, which is something Harley put in the chat that he thinks it'll fade fast because that's the world we live in. But I feel like Taylor Swift is going to be one of those timeless things. Oh, like her songs will be timeless. And I have said this because I I know that we're a couple years apart, but like I grew up listening to Taylor Swift, and then there was
Me
that
too.
time where like I just kind of stopped, and it's when a lot of her like
Me
within the
too.
past like 5 or 6 years that I stopped listening. So I was like, I'm not the biggest fan of her new music, but even with not being the biggest fan, they're still bops.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're
Mhm.
still making on the radio. People are still loving them. I mean, like
I think
her
it's
fan base is insane.
incredibly like outrageous the fact that her newest album, The Tortured Poets Department, was
Mhm.
not even like supposed to be an album to go up for awards. It wasn't promoted very much.
Yeah.
There was one single that went to radio, and still it's winning all the awards. It's all over everywhere. Everybody knows what it is, and I think that I love it.
Yeah,
I
no,
adore her. I think
absolutely.
she's incredible.
And the fact that she's able, like, she swept the VMAs.
Oh yeah.
And she's been, I mean, even with other songs that she's had, like she's still winning these awards for them. And I feel like
And she's still even doing her own music, writing songs for other
exactly.
people
And
that
I
are
mean,
winning awards.
she literally doesn't she co-write for Sabrina Carpenter?
I maybe
I feel like Harley Googled it once. Harley said
she
yes.
did a song
Okay.
with Gracie Abrams.
Yes.
I do know
Yeah,
that.
she
That
did
song
that too. Yeah, she co-writes for it because I love Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina Carpenter does not write her own music. Well, she co-writes, like she helps out.
Mhm.
But Taylor Swift has co-written a lot of things with her. So on top of writing
is
your own
cool.
music and then like co-writing with other people to help their careers, like I think that she really did it right, and that's something that I'm worried about when it does come to Chapel Roan, because I just don't know if it will last.
I wonder if she
No?
writes her own songs.
I don't know.
Because I feel very passionately about artists who write their own songs because you can tell like the emotional aspect of it.
Yeah. Oh,
Like
absolutely.
I think one of the songs that I love to point out with this is the song Better Man.
Mhm.
That's everybody knows is by Little Big Town.
Yeah.
But it was written by Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And she recorded it herself on the re-recording of her album Red.
Mhm.
And like listening to her sing it, the song that she wrote is like you can tell
Yeah.
that there is so much more emotion behind it. And I love the Little Big Town version of it. Like that will always be the original
Mhm.
to me, but I think it's so interesting when you hear it. Maybe not how it's supposed to be sung, but like
No, I agree with how it's supposed to be sung.
yes, like with
Like
the person
I
who wrote the story.
absolutely agree, because there is one song, I can't remember the name of it, but the fast car song where it's like, I got a fast
Oh,
car.
yes.
Na, na, na. I have only heard the male version. I don't know which
Luke
male is
Combs.
singing it.
Luke Combs.
Yes. Only heard his. I hate that song. I hate
Really?
listening to it when he sings it. Yeah. So I'm like, this just doesn't seem like, when I'm listening to it, I'm like, why is he sounding like a woman? Like, this doesn't seem right. And then come to find out, it's because it was written by a woman and sung by a woman.
It was.
And
Tracy
it's
Chapman, I think, is her name.
Yeah. So much better. And I'm like,
Mhm.
why is Luke Combs doing this? Because it sounds bad. I'll be the one to say it. It sounds bad.
That is
Like,
such an interesting take.
every time, and I remember I was in Florida when I heard it, and I said, what is this? Like, and I feel like from then, like, I've just heard it. It's, like, always on the radio.
Mm.
And to me, hearing him sing it is the most obnoxious thing, because it doesn't sound right. And I'm like, I know. Sorry, Harley's putting in the chat. He said that he only knows Better Man by Pearl Jam, and then put in the lyrics to Better Man by Pearl Jam.
Mm.
Yeah, which is a great song if you ever heard it. Very wonderful.
I have not. But yeah, I heard Fast Car, the original version, on a random playlist when I was like doing a puzzle with my mom, and I tore it apart. And I feel so bad because I was like, this song is crazy. What do you mean? Like,
literally, no, yeah.
What is this?
What do you mean?
I do think though, since people are calling it a classic and everybody knows it now, I think that Luke Combs redoing it and making everybody remember it and go back to listen to the original, I think that's really interesting to hear a new mainstream artist bring back old songs.
Yeah.
And like put the life back into them. Bring it back mainstream. Now,
absolutely.
I haven't listened to his version enough to give an opinion on his voice. I do think he has good music though.
I think he has great music. It's just that song.
Yeah.
Where like
totally valid.
And sorry, not to put in the gender stereotypes, but you're a man. Why do you not have your own car? Like, every time I hear it, that's what I feel like. And I'm like,
That
there's
is
not
so funny.
like TLC taught me to not have the scrubs.
Yes.
Like that,
So
like that's
true.
every time I hear it, I'm like, no,
Yeah.
TLC warned me about you. And
Warn me
like
about you.
like I just get every time I hear it, I'm like, this song drives me insane. It's
That is so funny.
it's so bad. And like I said, Luke Combs has great music.
Yeah.
It's just that song where I'm like, it doesn't sound good. He sounds like he's whining.
It's also that makes so much sense. It's written by a woman.
Yeah,
A
that's
man can't capture the same essence.
exactly. The first time I heard it, I was like, I feel like this is just not. And my boyfriend's actually the one that told me that he was like, yeah, this is definitely written like a woman originally sang this. And I said, that makes so much sense. Because when you listen to it, and like if you really listen to the lyrics, and I'm like, what do you mean you had to stay home and raise your family?
Yeah, that's why I didn't like it. I was like, you're just stating facts. I don't.
Yeah, like what do you
What's the
mean?
point?
What's the point? Like, does your friend have a car? Like, what do you mean? Whose car is this? It
But that's
makes
such a
me
good
so
point. That
mad.
just reiterates my point. Like, I knew the original one, and then
Yeah.
you know it because of his new version.
Yeah.
So I think the marketing aspect of it is really good.
I agree. And it gives it the recognition it deserves, the original.
What's the word? Like, I don't know what the word is, but yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. All right. Biggest news. Sabrina Carpenter is going on tour.
Tomorrow.
And I'm so excited. I'm going to have to live through you.
Okay, yes. I'll FaceTime you.
Okay,
unless
please
that's
do.
mean.
I would love to FaceTime
No, I
you.
totally will.
So that I can watch. I might cry. I love Sabrina Carpenter.
Me too.
And I'm so sad because she was going to be in Columbus. And I, one, am broke. And two, just I don't have the time to go see her. Like, it's not even. Harley said, yes, queens. Yes. He said, please, please, please more.
Yes. Yes, my dad hates that song. Random.
Really?
But you talk about Fast Car, he can't stand that song.
Dylan also hates that song.
I love that song.
Oh, whoops. I also love that song. It's so funny. I was leaving Florida. He was dropping me off at the airport. It's 5 a.m. I'm sobbing. Like, I'm a mess. No one has ever seen me worse than the Florida airport when I'm leaving Florida. But I'm sitting there sobbing, and Please, Please, Please comes on, and I just go, please, please, please. And like all emotions were stopped until the song ended. And he heard it because I didn't realize what it was at first because we were just chatting. And like I'm like whimpering and crying while we're talking. And he heard it come on the radio. What a guy. Turns it up. Turns it up so I can sing my little heart out for 3 minutes.
So good.
Oh, I was cracking up. And I'm like, yeah, I was like, that song really got me out of my sadness. I mean, I started crying right after it was over, but
she's the one that taught me how to cry with makeup on. So
yeah, literally. She, oh my gosh.
She's such an icon.
She's such an icon. And I've started.
So excited.
I'm so excited for you. And I've been
trying to decide if I'm going to look at the set list or look at anything, or if I want it to be a surprise.
It should be a surprise. Because
I've done really good with Gracie Abrams. She's who we're seeing in like 10 days. And I surprisingly didn't look at the Eras Tour set list.
Really?
Because I was holding out hope that I was going to get to go. And so I was like, I can't watch any videos. I can't look too much. Yeah. And it was so exciting when I didn't know what was going to happen. So
yeah,
I don't know. I think I'm not going to look. I'm going to try really hard not to look.
Yeah, I definitely think that you should just let it be a surprise. Because it's just, it's more fun that way. Absolutely.
It is more fun that way.
Yeah, no, I'm so excited. I love her so much. I have been watching, and she's so down to earth. I think that's what I love. And she's so funny. She's so funny. And you can even see it. Like, I've been watching clips of Girl Meets World, and I'm like, even at that age, love that show. Even at that age, I'm like, she just feels very down to earth. And I also love that my mom and I were actually talking about this. Other than her, I don't even think she has lip injections. Like, because when you look at her from Girl Meets World, you know what I mean? Like, it looks like she just grew into her face. Yeah. And that's something that for some reason I really love is when you look at adult her and kid her, I'm like, yeah, these are the same people. Yeah. Like, this is the absolute, like, same person. She just looks like she's an adult now. And I love that.
She's more mature now.
Yeah, she's just more mature. Like, it looks like she got some braces. And that was it. Like, she looks like the same person. And she's gorgeous.
She is so hot.
Harley and I were talking about this, and he just couldn't understand the hype. I'm like, she's
she's
stunning.
so yes.
She's
and has the most perfect hair.
Perfect.
How?
Like I told him, I was like, yeah, she's a gorgeous woman. Like I have, and it's for me, it's especially as like a movie star or some sort of artist, it's hard to get on my list of being like, no, you're stunning. She's to me like the blonde Dakota Johnson.
Ooh.
Like I feel like
That's
they
a
have the
great take.
same, they have like the same aura, and it's also probably the eyes. They have the exact same
Too.
color
Like
eyes.
it comes with the vibes of a person to make them look good.
Yeah, and that's my
she's
thing.
just
I'm
confident and funny.
She's
and hot.
funny.
She's just the whole package.
She really is. Oh,
just
I
love
hope I hope she has nothing but happiness in her future.
Oh, me too.
And I hope that her and Ratman are the end game.
Yeah, I was about to ask you about that. How do you feel about him?
I haven't looked at anything about him. I just know that people call him, or what is it? Or not Ratman, but like
I don't know what they call him. I think he's ugly, but
oh yeah, no, he's hideous. He's hideous.
Personally, she's so hot. Could she not?
So that's the thing, is I think he's just probably so funny. I feel like she's not someone who would date for looks. Like I feel, you know what I mean? I feel like he's either super funny or just has some sort of like deep personality.
He's
that
also
she's like
so obsessed with her. Have you seen the video from Coachella of her like waving at him and he like giggled and turned red? Like that was adorable.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like, oh Harley, I'm so sorry. I'm not repeating that.
Oh. What did he say? No, text me it.
Okay. First of all, everyone go listen to Bedkim and then you'll understand why they are together.
Are you talking about Saltburn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I just texted you what he said.
Oh,
I'm sure a contributing factor. I'm sure.
Everybody's seen it.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
Everyone knows. So there's that. But also, like, genuinely, I do think that he probably just has, like, some sort of, like, deeper meaning to life type of personality.
They seem so happy. Like, they actually like each other.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like they just vibe together. Like, she's like, I don't care if he's ugly or not. Like, she's hot. So what's the matter to her?
She makes up for both of them.
Exactly.
It's totally fine.
Yeah, she's definitely hot enough for both of them.
Yeah, just let him be happy.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's my thing. I definitely think he's hideous, but I'm happy for them.
I love questioning all of these like pop girlies' boyfriends. Yeah. Have you seen Selena Gomez's boyfriend?
That one I'm still on the fence about. Cause
there
are some videos that I see where I'm like, are we sure that she's his type? You know what I mean? I'm gonna say that as nicely as I can. Yeah, like there are some things that I see and I'm like, but then there's because he's another one that's absolutely obsessed with Selena Gomez. Like when you hear him talk about her, I'm like, oh, that is lovely. Like I love that he feels that way about her. But then there's other things that he does where I'm like,
yes,
are we sure? Are we sure you don't just want to be buddies?
Yeah.
However, she is happy, and that's what matters. I also think he is a little goofy looking. He is better looking than Sabrina Carpenter's boyfriend.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Okay.
I
have
think
another
he's
one.
Yeah.
Ariana Grande's boyfriend.
I don't follow up on her. Hang on.
He is SpongeBob on Broadway. And he was married and had a kid. Oh,
what?
Oh, I love that you don't know this. Yeah,
I genuinely do not like keep up with her.
Me neither. I'm not a fan of her music, actually.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't think I am. And I don't have anything against her. It's just not really like...
It's not your thing. That's okay. Yeah. There are certain songs where I'm like, no, this is great.
Oh, yeah.
And then there are other songs where I'm like, Oh,
but I'm not like a album listener.
Oh, no. I'm not waiting for our album.
Yeah.
Harley said Pete Davidson. Nobody. That was like 6 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Like that was last
That's his name. I just call him SpongeBob.
Ethan something?
Ethan, yes.
Slater.
Slater. Do you see him?
Okay. I don't know. I don't. Okay. nothing that
your
I'm
truth.
going to say is going to be nice.
Yep. Okay.
Everything that I have to say is going to sound really terrible.
Okay.
And nothing, they're like going to be jokes. And we're just going to, I'm
It's
not
okay.
gonna,
Say it. It's a safe space.
he kind of looks like the poverty version of SpongeBob. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
when I look at them together, I'm like, it's going to sound terrible, but like, kind of like he was a Make-A-Wish kid and this was his wish, you know?
That
Like,
that's so
like, I don't even know.
true.
Because they're not even in the same.
Yeah, they don't even look like they go together. He looks 12 years old.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I just.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he looks. And like, I'm gonna say it. He looks so
Say it.
white.
Yeah. Like transparent.
So white. He looks like a sheet of paper.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks dead in the eyes. There's not nothing behind those eyes.
Every single
That's
picture of him,
terrifying.
he looks so scared.
He looks so scared.
He has wide eyes.
Why does he look like that? I don't like that.
Exactly.
He looks like the puppy that you adopt because like it has one leg. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And
Everything you're saying is so perfect.
I'm not a
You have the
fan.
greatest analogies for this. I love this.
Harley
Actually-
said, "Tell the world I said Ariana Grande is a Muppet."
A Muppet?
A Muppet?
What does that mean?
Like looks like a Muppet?
Okay.
I don't see the resemblance. I don't see the resemblance between her and a Muppet. Is he saying like Miss Piggy Muppet?
And that's the first thing I thought.
Because they have the same vibe.
They do kind of have the same vibe.
Yeah, he said look at Animal and look at her. She definitely doesn't look like
She doesn't
Animal.
look like an animal.
What?
Look like or act like. I mean, she doesn't either.
I don't.
think.
Buddy, I think you dropped the ball on that one. Her boyfriend kind of looks like Animal.
Oh, yeah, he totally does.
Yeah, that one just don't sit right with me.
Who else has an interesting boyfriend?
How
do you feel about Travis Kelce?
Okay, so this is what I was just about to ask that.
This.
First of all, I think him and Taylor Swift, same level of hotness.
Oh,
I'm gonna say it.
1000%.
I think same playing field. They complement each other so well.
Mhm.
And I also think that one, I'm so excited she got her football player.
Mhm.
I hope they get married and have beautiful babies.
Me too.
Like, I love them together.
Yes.
And I know everyone has been like, oh my God, it was just, a publicity stunt.
None of them need that though.
None of them need it. And here's the thing. I understand where people are like, oh, he's only relevant because of her. Not true. He was relevant in his own world.
Mhm.
And she was relevant in her own world.
Yes, and
You
then
know what I
they
mean?
combined.
They
maximize their joint slay.
Exactly. Literally. It's, now all of the football player boyfriends can listen to Taylor Swift on the way to the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Is how I feel about it.
Exactly.
So there's that. But I do really love them together. And I've been getting a lot of recommendations for him and Jason's podcast.
Mhm.
And I really love their family.
Yes.
And I think it's really lovely that
Yes.
she is now able to, one, like with everything she's been through in life, but have that happy, like close-knit family, like, going there on Thanksgiving and hanging out with the kids that are now her nieces and things like that. I think that's so, like, it makes my heart so happy.
Makes my heart so happy.
So happy that she's able to do that.
Happy.
And I just love them together. And I also love, I don't know if you watch their podcast or not.
No, just when it comes up on my TikTok. I do think they're funny though.
They're so funny. But they started doing, which is so sweet, when it came out that him and Taylor were dating. And a lot of women were like, we do not know the first thing when it comes to football. Yeah, and they did that segment and I think they're still doing it on their podcast where they're like,
is it the no dumb questions one?
Yeah, the no dumb questions. They're like, ask us what you want to ask us and we'll answer it. And they're so sweet about it. And I'm like, that's so, I don't even like football.
Me neither, but I just love them.
Yeah, I'm like, I will sit here and learn about football. That is so sweet that they're taking that time to be like, yeah. And he's also obsessed with her. And I think she deserves that.
And shows up.
and shows up. She's never
And
had that
shows
before.
up.
Ugh.
No, because I saw something on, it was some kind of social media where somebody was like, people often forget that she was still with Joe Alwyn, her ex, when the Eras tour started, and he wasn't even at the first couple of shows, and nobody even questioned it.
No one thought
Like,
twice
they were
about
still
it.
together, and he wasn't there, but that was just normal.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I forgot he existed. Like, I
Oh,
forgot
yeah.
they were together, because you never, like, they were never together. He was never there. And Travis
He was never
so,
there.
Never there. And Travis is so open
He
about
will
being
fly
like, yeah.
overseas for like one day just to go to her show and then go back.
He literally wasn't he prepping for the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm gonna fly over, go to the show, and then literally, like you said, come back the next day. Come back.
There was one show that he went to where he got there after the show started, but like still went in and like got dressed and surprised her, like waved from the tent. And her face when she noticed him, like, made my heart explode. I don't know if you've seen that video, but it is
no, I'm gonna have to look it up.
It's the most precious thing I've ever seen.
It makes me so happy.
I just love them so much.
I really hope that they are the end game.
As someone who's been following her since I was literally a child, I mean, her first album came out the year I was born. So, like, I've always existed in a world where she had music out.
See, I know that we're just not that far apart in age, but something about you saying that made me feel really old.
How old are you?
I'm 22. Like, we are not far
You're
apart.
3 years older than me.
I know.
Okay.
But knowing I was 3 when that came out,
yeah,
I just don't. All right. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. Anywho, listening to her sing always about wanting that like fairy tale and that perfect romance and somebody to just care and watching it happen in real time.
Truly, that's what I'm saying.
I feel so happy.
She got her football player.
Oh, yes.
Like, high school Taylor Swift wouldn't believe it.
I know the lyric, in life you'll do greater things than dating the boy on the football team.
And
but she did both.
She did both. She did greater things, and she's dating. I'm gonna cry. We have to.
He did greater things, and then got her football player.
And then got her football player. Love it.
I just love it so much.
Oh my goodness. I'm trying to think. Why did Harley say Ethan Hawke, Tony Hawk's brother? Who's Ethan Hawke?
Isn't he a skater?
No, that's Tony Hawk.
Oh.
That definitely was not Ariana Grande's boyfriend's name.
No, his name was Ethan Slater.
Ethan Slater?
That's what you said.
Yeah, no, it is. I just have zero recollection of saying that. You're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Ethan Hawke? Harley's not keeping up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see. Honestly, I think we touched on, for the most part, everything. This was so fun.
Yeah, we did pretty good.
I am so glad to have someone on that's about pop culture.
Yes.
Because when I tried to talk, I told Harley and Lindsey about Olivia Rodrigo and Sabrina Carpenter when they friended each other on social media again. That it was like our Treaty of Versailles.
Huge.
Yes, literally. I'm like, that's, and they were like, what? And then we had to go through the whole lore of everything that happened.
Oh, it's so good though.
And so it's so good to have someone to like talk about that and have like not Harley and Lindsey are great. And they listen to everything that I say. Yes. But also to be able to have that back and forth. I love that.
When I was talking to them last night about doing this, Harley was like, this is gonna be so funny because he said that he thinks we're the same person in different fonts.
I absolutely agree.
And I was like, yeah, it's gonna be perfect.
Can we choose our fonts?
Yeah.
What font do you want to be?
What do you mean? Like on Google Docs or something?
I mean, I use Word, but okay. Maybe that's what he means.
I think I'm like a typewriter font.
Oh, no, I love that.
Like a timeless, modern type thing. How about you?
I feel like I am definitely, I don't know the font. Imagine I was like, Times New Roman. So, you know the font that looks like someone's handwriting? You know what I mean? Like when you're typing on the computer or like in your notes on the iPad or something. I feel like I'm that font.
That works so well, actually.
Yeah, I love it. That's what I feel like.
That's really good. That's a good answer. I agree.
100%.
Yeah.
I feel like there was something else too that I wanted to chat about and now I can't remember. I also, not gonna lie, I think this went, not that I didn't have faith in us. I had total faith in us, but I think we did very well staying on top.
No, I was so stressed out, but I feel so much better now. This was so much fun.
It was so much fun. Harley and I did a show, and it was literally, I feel like I am not diagnosed with ADHD, and neither is Harley. However, if you listen to the show, that it was the two of us, and like we were on the same page the whole time, which is crazy.
I love it.
Like, but if you listen to it, it's all different things.
No, I love listening to this podcast so much. The fact that I'm a feature.
Get out of
I'm so
town.
honored.
Girl, I don't
No,
even
I'm your
listen to
biggest
it.
fan.
Stop. I'll
I
sign
really
you something.
am.
I'll
Yeah.
print out a headshot and then sign it for you.
Will you really?
Yeah.
I will put it next to my other signed posters. I really will.
Get out of town.
No, please do this for me.
Yeah, absolutely. I can
Okay,
make that
yeah.
happen.
Oh,
100%
that's how
I'm
we're
gonna
gonna do promo. We have to do Harley's promo.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Follow the
Yeah,
Instagram.
yeah, yeah.
We're trying to get
Yes.
to 500 followers by
500 followers.
the end of the year.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's that. Go ahead and listen to all of our other episodes. We are on all streaming platforms. We have the Patreon. So if you want to
Patreon,
subscribe, I
yes.
think it's like $5 or $3 a month or something like that. So if you want to subscribe, that'd be great. You can get fun new content that we do. Let's see, the Instagram. We have a website. I don't know if Harley has promoted that in a while. We do have a
I didn't
website.
even know that. That's so exciting.
Really? Yeah, we have a
No.
website. You can leave us messages on there, I believe. I don't know if they're like phone call messages or what, but I know you can leave us messages.
That's so
You
fun.
can email us at the Hook and Bridge podcast at
Yes.
gmail.com. You
Did
can
that.
email us. We're doing listener stories. So if you want to send us your stories, we'll be able to bring that back up.
That
What
is
else?
so
I
fun.
feel like there's something else that we're missing. Instagram's our biggest thing. Patreon.
Yeah. Okay. If you sign a picture for me,
Mhm.
then what did he say? You're at 340.
Yeah.
I think your 375th follower should get a signed headshot.
Get out of town. Absolutely.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I'm going to have to take
375.
headshots. It's going to be so funny because it'll just be like a random selfie that I have. It won't even be an actual headshot, but
That'll be even better.
Yeah. It'll
No,
be
I'm
really,
so excited.
really DIY.
Can you
Girl,
mail it to me?
I will get on Shutterfly right now.
Mail it to me. I
Okay.
love fun mail so much.
I
Getting
love
physical
that.
mail is
Oh my
so
gosh. And
exciting.
because I was just telling my boyfriend today that I wanted to start sending him cards.
Yes.
Like just
it's
little
so
handwritten cards.
fun.
And he was like, because I get him a card for, like Christmas, his birthday, and our
Yes.
anniversary and everything. But he was like, okay, but like why? And I said, just
It's
because.
fun.
I told him, I was like, it'll just be like do you still like me? Check yes or no and mail back.
Oh,
Is
that's
what I'm going to
cute.
start doing.
It's like a timeless thing. Like everybody just
No, I
texts and
agree.
emails, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. But you can
No,
keep
yeah.
physical letters.
I
I
mean,
keep every single birthday card I get.
I have had them since I was a kid.
Yep, me
Literally
too.
every single one of them. And because anytime like I leave there or like if he's up here and he leaves, I always write him like a letter to put on his computer, like in his bag or something.
Mhm.
And we've been together for 4 years. He's kept every single one.
Oh,
Like they're all in like a
that's
little
so
compartment.
sweet.
Yeah. Love
But they're
it.
so fun to have and look back on. I just
I
think physical
know.
copies of stuff is so much better.
It's so much better. I agree. Oh my gosh, I'll start sending you letters too.
Oh, there's another plug, Bohemian Amigos.
Oh yeah. Bohemian Amigos.
Talk about physical stuff. Getting
Get your
vinyls
record.
and CDs and stuff.
Yes.
Oh, is a
Bohemian
happiness
Amigos.
like no other.
Yeah, definitely go check them out. They are a huge supporter of the podcast. I know that for those of you
Love
listening,
them.
I live in Ohio, so I am not like I'm doing this virtually, obviously. But Harley and Lindsey do the live shows at Bohemian Amigos. I think
And there's so
the
much
end
fun.
of the month. It's like every Friday at the end of the month or something.
Friday or Saturday.
Yeah. Again, just had a baby, so
Mhm.
probably won't be for a while. But yeah, shout out to them.
Let's
Go
go.
check
Keep
them
in
out.
mind. They've been
Yeah.
doing listening parties there. And there was one for
Yes.
Sabrina's new album, and I wanted to go
I
so bad, but I couldn't.
I have
And they're
never
doing one
been.
for Katy Perry's new album,
Ugh.
and it looks so fun.
I have never been more sad to not live in Virginia than when they were doing the listening party
Yeah.
for Sabrina Carpenter's
Yeah.
album. Distraught.
Mhm.
So yeah, definitely. They always have fun things. They have all of your musical needs there. They have fun merch, vinyls, CDs. Head that way. And yeah, I
So awesome.
think
Yes.
that's all of it. Oh, Harley said, I'm busy. You guys are doing great. You can end whenever, no hurry. My laptop's gonna die. So we're gonna
Oh,
end
perfect.
soon. Yes,
It's
perfect
totally
timing.
fine. We did so good.
We
I
did
feel
so good.
proud.
Should we make our own podcast?
Yeah, I think we should. I asked Harley last night if he was going to be sad when our podcast goes viral and not his.
I was gonna say, I feel like we could chat. I don't want us to have a topic though.
Yeah.
I just want
It's
to
like
talk.
girl talk.
Yeah.
That's what it's
Yes.
called.
I have
Done.
so much wisdom to bring onto the world.
Yay.
Like
I
so
need
much.
your wisdom.
Okay.
You have 3 more years than me.
Yeah.
I need
3
it.
more years. Terrible, terrible, terrible relationships. Like I have it
Oh
all
yeah.
ready
Oh yeah. We could do
in my
stories.
belt. Yeah. Stories. Oh my goodness.
Stories.
Yeah, but so if you enjoyed listening today, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notification so you get notified every time we post a new video.
Yes. That notification is my favorite. It's so exciting.
Oh my god, you have the notifications on?
Yeah, duh.
You are a better person than me. I have never listened
I'm
to
your
an
biggest fan. I told you.
I know, but like the fact that
No,
you have
listen.
the
I
notification.
listen to you guys in the background while I like do my homework and stuff. Because I can't listen to music because I'll sing along and then get distracted. And I can't watch TV because then I'll start
Girl.
watching and get distracted. But if I can just like have other noise around, A+.
That makes
You're
my
in my
heart so
round
happy.
with my other podcast. I love it so much.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I have never listened to an episode of this.
Well, I feel like it might be weird to listen to yourself.
No, it is. I hate the sound of my own voice.
Like, do
So
you
it's
think
like-
actors watch their own movies when they come out?
I hope not. I'm
Yeah.
sure some do.
Well, maybe to like study your performance.
Like Ryan Reynolds definitely
Oh,
watches
I
his
love
own
him.
movies. I'm in love with him.
I am in love with him and his wife.
Yes, and Blake Lively.
Oh,
At
I
the-
love
yes.
Blake Lively.
Oh my gosh, she's also stunning.
Random shout out, but her hair products are so good.
Really? Oh,
I love them. Oh, no, she's gone. Uh-oh. I guess that means I have to end it. So, I guess I'm the only one left. And I hope I end this right. Thanks for listening. Taylor's FaceTiming me. Oh, we got you back. You left me. It's okay. We're going to end it. Want to say anything?
I don't have anything to say other than I don't know, go follow all of our things. You know what? Follow my Instagram too. Why not?
Oh, yes. Plug yourself.
Cornell3405.
Oh, follow my Instagram.
So I'll get to decide if you're followed or not. I'll add you if I want to add
That
you.
is so funny. Okay.
No, that is too funny. I
Well,
knew it was gonna happen.
It's okay. We're all good. Okay.
All done already.
Yes. Thanks for listening. Say bye.
Bye guys.
Bye, guys. Okay. Can this part be cut out because I don't know how to end it?
Yeah.
Do I just click that in the corner?
You just have to
Do I click that?
either.
Harley, where are you? Are you still ghost listening? Is he still ghost listening?